What's up, guys? We're out here at Spirit Halloween in Mentor, Ohio. We filmed here last year and they had the entire ISE, so I'm excited to see if they did that again this year. Let's go inside and see what they got. I can already hear the music and animatronics going off in here. This place is jumping right now. It looked like there's a lot of people here in the parking lot. Jack the Reaper is here to say hello to us first. This place is always awesome. They do a great job. Hello, Jack the Reaper. Wait a minute, his finger broke off. No, that's his sensor. Somebody did tell me that his sensor is on his middle finger. How awesome. Good to see you, Jack. We'll have to activate him again. There he goes.
Into your soul. You can never escape.
They got him turned up nice and loud. I love that. The scythe.
It's too late to run. It's too late to hide. You don't even have time to scream.
Super awesome. I love him. He is $330. Feels like you're being watched. I have motion tracking sensor technology. Awesome. Just like Nibbles last year. Check this out. The Crypt Countress is here. Let's activate her. There she goes. She hit me. She is super awesome. I was very close to buying her recently. There's something right there that we missed last time, so let's check it out. This little mechanism right here is a tombstone rocker, and look at that. It makes the tombstone rock back and forth. That is awesome, and it does have a little sensor down there, I believe. And these cinder blocks, let me point these out. These are foam cinder blocks. How awesome is that? They look like they're real. That is really cool, and I love that rocker. Right behind me, they have the awesome Egg Harbor Herald newspaper dispenser with a giant rat found near the sewer. That is so cool. These bricks, I believe, are also foam. Yes, they are. How cool is that? I love the fake props. They have the whole setup here, so let's check it out. Valak is here, and another little zombie raccoon. Let's get Valak going. Here she is. She's gonna spook us. Yes. Valak is awesome. Very fast, awesome mechanism. She just comes flying out of that little box back there. Super fast, super loud. And look at this. I love the little Jack the Reaper light. I wonder if that's going to light up in the future. But they do have this sign on right now. It is turning through the words Spirit Station Z. That is so awesome. I love this setup this year. Here is Bullseye for $250. Let's get him going. He's a little bit quiet, but how awesome. His jaw moves, he talks. A little too quiet to hear his quotes, but that's okay. I love the purple hair on him. It is so great to be back at Spirit Halloween. Backbend Bonnie for $180. Let's get her going. She is going to slowly bend backwards at us. I don't mind that she bends slowly. Some people don't like it. Ooh, they got her nice and loud right now. That is so cool. I love her. I love that her eyes light up. Backbend Bonnie. We'll check these guys out in a minute. I don't want to bother them. They're going ahead and getting pictures. Look at this setup. This is so cool. I love it. There's the phone, and it actually does have some sounds whenever you press the buttons, but it's too quiet for the camera to hear, so I will let you guys come in and check it out yourself. Does this work? No. Oh, yes, it does. Whoa. What in the world? That thing vibrated. That is too cool. I don't know if you can hear that, but that floor is vibrating when you push that forward. Man, they did such a good job with this year. I might have to put my name in to buy this entire thing because I would love to set this up in the scare house. Look at how many friends we have here today. There goes the Scarecrow. How cool. Somebody told me you can sit next to him and it will activate this, but he already jumped for us, so I won't sit next to him. But these chairs, these are actually padded. You can sit down there and it's super soft. Here is the electrified corpse. Let's get him going. Woo! Super awesome. I love him. How cool. All right, they got the video up there with Jack the Reaper peeking out at us. That is super cool. And the rat. Hello, Mr. Mutant Rat for $230. Gotta love the rat. Hello! Okay, we said hello to a fan there. Now let's go around the corner here and we can check out our good friend Monkey Business for $330. One of my favorites this year. Monkey Business. He is very cool. I love the light up eyes on the monkey. Let's do him one more time. If we can get him to do it. Look at that face. I love him. He is awesome. Is he whistling? Yes. Whoa! He spooked me while I was trying to get a shot of the clown's face. That is so awesome. All right, over here we have the fire demon. I believe his name is, yes, and he is $310. Did we activate him? Or maybe he's delayed. There we go. All right. He is so awesome. They got the owl going over here. We'll go check him out. And then we got some animatronics over there. This place is fully loaded. Here's a jumping spider. We have to activate him and say hello. $100 for the beautiful gray jumping spider. We'll give him a pet. He is super fuzzy. Here is the night owl for $250. He's a lot cooler in person than I thought he was going to be. Woo, super loud too. I love when they have the animatronics turned up super loud, so they're nice and spooky. We got lots of animatronics over here going off. It looks like Sinister Strawman has already jumped up, so we'll come back to him in a minute. But we have the clown and we have the grandma. Twisted Grandma, let's get her going. I love her, she is so funny.
Bro's coming to tuck you in while you're sleeping. Sweet screams.
Sweet screams. She is so funny. I love that. That's totally a dress that a grandma would wear. Okay, we have Headcase Harry over here, and he is on the button. So let's get the button going. Push.
Life sure is sweet, isn't it? And fleeting.
Turned up nice and loud. This store rocks.
Look behind. A stark contrast indeed. Indeed, the best show around. Care for a front row seat? Savor sweet life while it lasts. The shadows are waiting.
Super awesome. I love it. Okay, Sinister Strawman has reset, and he is ready for us to activate. Here we go. First, let's get a close-up look at his burlap face. He does have light-up eyes, and his hands are ready to grab you. Here we go. He's turned down a little quiet, but that's okay. His animation is loud. There we go. Yes. He jumps up super tall. 12 feet, I believe. I think that's 12 feet. Man, he is so awesome. Okay, we got everybody here, I think. How cool, man. They have everything set up here. There's the exit. But we'll go around the corner and look at how many animatronics they have. Electrified Corpse. Ooh, they have a Jack the Reaper here, guys. Man's Possessed Friend, a bunch of him. Sinister Strawman, it looks like they have 2 of him. Yes. Monkey Business, 2 of him. Sweet. They have a Night Terror for $100. I want to grab him, but I'm not going to grab him yet. I'm super excited they have him back this year, so I think we'll be able to find him later on. Sitting Scarecrow, a bunch of Night Terror. How awesome. Dark Princess, they have Emily and Victor, which is actually pretty rare to see them both here at the same store. I see Two-Face Teddy, they have 3 of him. A bunch of the Night Owl. Man, this place is loaded. They have a bunch of new things around here we'll look at in just a moment. Wait a minute. First, we'll point out Art the Clown. Look at his creepy face. Everybody loves Art the Clown. This is a statue, and it is $47. And this one's a new one as well. This is Chucky with the light-up knife. That is so cool. I love Chucky, and I'm gonna have to watch Child's Play tonight. Let's see. That one is $47 as well. What is this? Look at how many Glenn doll pop movie figures they have here from Chucky. That is so crazy. I think they're expecting to sell a bunch of these. Look at that holographic sticker. Very cool. I see some door covers here, and look, this one looks like a new one. But who is that? Is that just a plague doctor? That's pretty crazy with fire all around him. This is definitely a new one. The clowns. Everybody loves clowns. Those guys are creepy. $23 for that one. Ghostface as always. Speaking of Ghostface, this is a candle holder that is new. You can put 2 candles in here, and he has a knife in each hand. How awesome. Let's see how much that thing is. I love Ghostface stuff. That is $40. I see they do have the planters. They have some new ones here, but first, let's look at the sidesteppers. They have a ton of Sam, a ton of Chucky, and they have Gizmo and Ghostface, but wait a minute, is his arm off? Oh my goodness, his hand fell off completely. You'll have to attach that with some glue, or maybe you can just screw it back in. That's okay. Let's activate a bunch of these at the same time. Chucky, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all working. And then we got Sam. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a bunch of them going. I love the Chuckies. That's hilarious. I love doing that. A bunch of the bobbleheads, but I don't see any of the new ones. There are some new signs over there, but first I see a neon LED light up sign that has a rose being held by a skeleton and a light up rib cage. That is too funny. I didn't know they were even coming out with those. Okay, now we can come over here and look at these new signs. This one's not brand new, but it came out last year. The Trick or Treat Lollipop. There's the Chucky. I love that one. I think they have other ones with that style, but there's the Time to Float balloon from It. Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I think that's it for now. Hold on. I see more animatronics back here, but first look at this. They do have 2 of the Megan dolls. I think these are going to be a hot item this year, but so far they haven't been sold out. $100 a piece, and they are pretty high quality. This thing is actually pretty heavy. Try to lift it up when you go to the store and see how heavy that thing is. Okay, over here they have a bunch more animatronics. Barnaby the Bear, Sewer Rat. They have a bullseye here. I see at least two Crypt Countess. Yes, 2 Crypt Countess and another bullseye. And then Jack the Reaper, Cerberus, Headcase Harry, 3 more Cerberus. Oh my goodness, I wonder if they're expecting to sell a bunch of him. I would buy him. I totally want to have him. Last year I almost got him. And they have a 2 Fire Demon. He is a popular one this year. Okay, I spotted these while I was walking around over here. There's a bunch of zombie babies. I see Barbara Wire. They have a couple of Gutsy Gwen, which I am super happy about because I did not get to get her last year, so I'm glad they have her again. Eating the guts out of the pumpkin. Spider Biter Billy, of course, but we're looking for the new stuff, like this guy. What's his name? Ghostly Gus. Yes, he's awesome. He is $50, but that is the only other new one they have. Wait a minute, no, they have this guy, and I haven't gotten to see him in person yet. That is Clobberin' Claude, and I didn't know that he actually has an animation. Look at that! That is too cool. He's gonna clobber you with his little skull rattle. That is hilarious. How awesome. I love that they're making new animatronic zombie babies because I love zombie babies and I love when they move and do cool things. Creepy pumpkins. They only have one right now. Maybe somebody bought the other one that has the guts in his mouth, but this one has the fingers. These are pumpkins who are eating people back because last year I ate the guts out of a pumpkin. $40 for that. I love it. I might have to get one of each of those if I can find the other one at some point during the season. Let's see if there are any new inflatables over here. Yes, they do have the mini skeleton and the mini jack-o'-lantern. These guys are 2 feet tall and $17 a piece. Tons of inflatables here right now. I love when the inflatable section is nice and full. Ooh, they have the Wolf Man. I don't see that one everywhere. Killer Critters. They do have the awesome zombie raccoon for $30. His insides have been eaten out, the poor guy. There's the pig. I love the pig with a bite out of his ear. Plenty of the cats and dogs. And I do see some of the zombie flies down here. I don't think these guys are gonna be too hard to find. And they're super cool. I'd love to have a couple of them. $17 a piece for those. Oh, look, and they have the possums. We can't forget the possum for 25 bucks with the bloody teeth. Maybe he's the one who ate the raccoon's stomach. Oh, look, here's the hanging rat. I actually saw this after I already was done filming at the last store. It was hiding behind Backbend Bonnie. I love the red and white eyes on him. He has no jaw. This thing is creepy, hanging on a rope. How awesome is that? I definitely want to get at least one of him, and he is 25 doll hairs. Coming around the corner here, I see a few things that are worth pointing out. Here's that tombstone rocker that we saw up front. This thing is awesome. 2 stakes to put it in the ground. Grips and adjust to fit foam tombstones up to 2.5 inches thick. And that is $30. Not bad. That would be so awesome to have an entire graveyard full of rocking tombstones. They still don't have any new step pads. I'd love to see some new designs of those. But what is this animatronic prop timer? Customizable activation time from 2 minutes up to 1.5 hours. That is really cool. $30 for that. Okay, I always love to look at the masks and see if there's anything new. And look at this. First of all, it's me. Hello. Look at this. Nightbreed. What in the world? There is a zipper for the mouth, and I think it actually works. That is too crazy. Buttons for the eyes. That thing is actually super spooky. This is from Trick or Treat Studios for 70 doll hairs. That's a pretty crazy price, but he is very spooky. I would certainly be scared if I saw him at night. And down here, hold on. I really want to get this. Creep Show. I forget his name, but this guy is the one who wants the cake from Belinda. This is $70 from Trick or Treat Studios. I would love to have it, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. He is so awesome. Where's my cake, Belinda? That is so creepy. I love it. We're gonna hang this guy up right here. He deserves his own spot. Here's another new one, the Saw Trap. That is crazy. How cool if they made a mask for this thing. This is a trap that is featured in the movie Saw. It is $60, also from Trick or Treat Studios. Very creative. I love that. I really hope to see somebody wearing that this year. I'm not gonna put it on, though. Man, this store rocks. There There are so many things in here. It is so well stocked and with a ton of new things. Wait a minute, what's this over here? Some more door covers, nothing new over there. But wait a minute, inflatable skeleton black light response, 5 foot 8 inches tall. That is really cool. How much is this thing? I don't see a price on there, but that is awesome. That's definitely a new item. I love black light things and I love inflatables. There's some inflatable pumpkins. I think that might be new too, and some ghosts. Here's an inflatable coffin that you can put candy in. How awesome. I love this stuff. Beverages or candy, it says. Also, no price on that. We'll figure that out later. There are plenty of new costumes out, but the only one we're gonna point out right now is this Jurassic Park T-Rex mask. And I think it also comes with some gloves. Yes, some feet gloves. That is too funny for $60. That is awesome. All right, guys, that's it for Spirit Halloween in Mentor, Ohio. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
Ha 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 ha.